What's up, everybody? We're back again. We got another game we just beat, so we're doing a live review. We just finished up Resident Evil 2, the 2019 version, and we played the It's a PS4 game, but it comes with a free PS5 upgrade. So we played the PS5 version, and the game looks incredible. Very, very beautiful game. I mean, PS4 game looked incredible too. That RE engine that they use for these games, oh my gosh, it is so nice. Not only that, the gameplay felt amazing. This is, in my opinion, one of the best remakes out there. And I really stand by that. I played a bunch of games. There's so many games getting remade nowadays, but when you go from the PS1 classic of Resident Evil 2 and you go to this version of Resident Evil 2, oh my gosh, it's incredible. I mean, there's some slight differences and stuff, story wise, but I mean, it pretty much does exactly what the original Resident Evil did. You know, you're going to be in the RPD, you're going to be in the sewers, which the sewers was quite a difference because I thought in the OG Resident Evil there were spiders, big tarantulas. There was no spiders in Resident Evil 2 of this game, the remake, which is okay, whatever, that's fine. Instead, they had these big monster-looking things, and they were pretty cool, but we took them out quite easy. But man, like I said, this game was incredible. Even the trophy list wasn't too bad either. It was very enjoyable. I really enjoyed this game. We did get the platinum for it, so I was like, yay! You had to do it a couple playthroughs. We did the Leon A and Claire B, and the Leon playthrough is a little bit longer in my opinion compared to the Claire B playthrough. I don't know if it's just the way I played, or it's naturally just that much shorter. But it felt like more stuff was compact together in Claire B when we played through it. But I mean, you still have your Mr. X, um, William Birkin, which man, his character design is so freaking awesome in this game. And they still had the ending where in the original game where you go through both playthroughs and you fight the final boss on the train. Yeah, it's still in this. Yeah, this was like Resident Evil 2 got an upgrade, and that is like the perfect upgrade for the game. The gameplay is so good. I love the way the new Resident Evil plays now with the control schemes and stuff. I mean, granted, we used to have the tank controls, but the way this plays felt so good, and aiming and getting the headshots and stuff. Oh my gosh, it was incredible. I mean, we I don't know. I had so much fun playing this, but the story's still the same. Like I said, they added some minor stuff. Like I love what they did with the Sherry Birkin. Like you actually play as her trying to escape from the chief who's holding you hostage basically inside the orphanage. And I love that little segment because that was something we didn't have in the original game. That was really cool. And then of course on Leon's side, you had a little section where you play as Ada. It was okay. You had like a little laser gun thing that you had to go and unlock. Like you blow up these fans by overpowering them and stuff. And that was kind of cool and stuff. And then Mr. X comes after you and chases you. That segment, I didn't like it as much as Sherry segment, but it was still cool. That was stuff that wasn't in the original game. Really, really fun. Like I said, they added on to that. Oh man, they're just the zombie design was cool. You shoot them and pieces of flesh, like fall and rip and oh, it's cool. The only thing I didn't like though, you shoot a zombie 5 or 6 times in the head, and you walk away. 30 seconds later, he might spook you and get back up, and it scares the shit out of me every freaking time. Every time that happens, I was like, "Ah." But I also love the way Mr. X chases you throughout the game. I thought that was pretty cool. I like that, and you would hear his footsteps all throughout the RPD, and you would hear lighter and heavier, and you could tell when he's getting closer because it'd be heavier and heavier. But also, what's neat was you could be on the first floor and you could hear him above you on the second floor walking above you. That was so cool. And then, of course, the music will play once he sees you and he starts walking real fast. And you gotta make sure you shoot his hat off too. His hat does come off, so you gotta make sure to shoot it. Plus, it is a trophy. But yeah, this game's been incredible. I mean, past couple games we've been playing were bangers. I've been really liking them from the reviews. This is right up there. This man, whoo, nothing but good things to say. They oh, where's it at? I want to show this too. They got the Force Survivor and Tofu Survivor. Not my cup of tea, but I know people like this stuff. I don't like the speed run and fast stuff. But this was kind of cool here. The Ghost Survivors. So they add a little more story to the game. Like, you play Resident Evil 2, you know this situation right here. Kendo's gun shop, which is kind of cool because you don't hear about this too much in the original. This actually shows him and his daughter, and it kind of brings out the humanity and the dark side of the game, which I thought was, I like. It's subtle, it's little, but it really adds to it because his daughter's infected. Obviously, you can see it right there. But when you get to the gun shop and you see him with his daughter, and she's like, "Daddy," and you know, see how upset he is, and he tells us to leave, closes the door, and you hear the gunshot go off. My wondering is, did he kill her or did he shoot himself? But that part, that part hits you right there. You understand if you're there, you would change accessory. What's that? Oh, okay. There's accessories to go with it. That back to what I was saying though, but it's like it's like sad. You see it, you'll understand it. To me, it hit me like that. But I like stuff like that, little stuff they added to it, make you sympathize with the people. This one, what can I say? Yeah, Forgotten Soldier. Again, they're definitely all worth playing through. I just No Time to Mourn is my favorite one out of the Ghost Survivors. And of course, these are the speed run. You gotta get to point A to point B with limited battle weapons and healing items and just rush through it. And Tofu Survivor, you know we all gotta get some tofu. I never had tofu. I'm scared to eat it. But the game ends the way the OG one starts. The OG, like I said, a lot of similarities and stuff. But awesome, awesome game. Now let's go to trophies because I did get the platinum. The platinum. Oh, I didn't get all that in the Ghost Survivors. I'm like, I got all the trophies. But a lot of it's pretty simple. Like a lot of this, you'll get this from progressing. Boom, 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 completely on Claire. Now you do gotta do multiple playthroughs. Combine 2 items, of course, inventory, customize, and you do get a good bit of inventory space as you collect the little bags you get. Counterattack, sub weapons. I did like that. That's cool that they added that. So you'll get like little knives to, you know, a zombie grabs on you. You'll be able to hit L1 and you'll be able to strike them to get them off you without taking damage. And there's grenades and flashbangs to do it well with. Pretty cool. I did like that. Mr. Raccoons, you unlock, I think, a knife that never breaks if you get them all. Shoot grenade you fed to an enemy by putting this in grenade in zombie's mouth. Just the way I was saying about it. Shoot them out of liquor because they definitely jump at you. Shoot a tyrant's hat off. Yep, that's what I was saying right there. Crane only once. Yes, we did that. Boom, 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 boom. These are all pretty simple. Simple. Read all the files, of course, collecting them. Open all safes and locks. Easy. Now we're going to start getting into trickier stuff. So, get S rankings. They're not hard on standard. Hardcore, maybe a little trickier. We did it. I looked up at a guide, like a speedrunning guide, because there is a trophy. Okay, so look right here. So I had to play through it again because I didn't want to use a recovery item. You can do that on the easiest difficulty. Very simple. Clear the game without opening the item box. That was tricky. I looked up a guide for that, so I know like what items to pick up and not pick up. Take 4,000 steps. You're in one playthrough. Same thing. I looked at a guide that did like all 3 of them on the easiest mode, and it was easy. I beat the game in like an hour. And it's crazy because my first playthrough took me like 8 hours. I'm like, how the hell is that even possible? And then the second playthrough was like 5 hours or something. But those are the only ones that were tricky, especially the 14,000 steps, because I don't know actually how many that is. But I don't know. Either way, I did it. Looked up at a guide. The same with the collectible stuff. Look up a little guide to help you find everything you need. There's a point of no return when you get to the lab. I think it was like that in the original as well. Or the sewers. Maybe the sewers a point of no return too. But that's it. I mean, trophy list overall, I'll give it 5 out of 10 difficulty maybe, because it was a little challenge, but it wasn't that hard. If you look up at a guide, you'll get it. It wasn't bad. Yeah, you still get your bonuses like infinite rocket launcher, ammo, all that kind of stuff, different costumes. But yeah, that's it for Resident Evil 2. Man, this game was incredible. I'm going to be jumping in Resident Evil 3 after I'm done with this. So I'm going to be over there on Rumble, Twitch, all that stuff. And once we beat Resident Evil 3, which is same gameplay wise, but the game's a lot shorter, it should still be pretty good. I'm looking forward to playing it. So guys, I'm out of here. Be ready for Resident Evil 3 coming up next, because we're going to be starting that here in a couple minutes. And then we'll do a live review of that like we're doing Resident Evil 2. But I hope you enjoy it, guys. And I will see you in Resident Evil 3, hopefully. Take care, guys.